I am so angry and I've been quiet, but now I need to speak. This must stop. This must really stop. Guys, I am not impressed. I am very upset with Mr. Solomon Izang Ashom, whoever he is. One, Kwanele Foundation is not associated or in partnership with Mr. Solomon Izang Ashom, whoever he is. Reason why? I have been inundated with calls from journalists. Because right now, after my live, I got a call from a police officer who says they are the ones that are dealing with the case of the girl who opened a case against Makamu about the recording. I said, so what does that have to do with me? Because I don't know that girl. I do not know the girl who leaked the recording, Makamu. I do not know that girl. She never came to Kwanele Foundation. So what am I supposed to do? And she says, no, Solomon gave us your number. He says you have other cases against the girl. I said, listen here. Yesterday, I had 3 different journalists phone me. Today, I'm getting 2 other police officers phoning me because Solomon is giving them my numbers, saying they must get information from me. Me, let me tell you this. I still maintain I am not. Kwanele Foundation is not about exposing pastors. We do not expose pastors. Listen to me. If Solomon has a bone to pick, or if Solomon feels he needs to expose pastors, he mustn't think he can get his content from Kwanele Foundation. It is not fashionable that he cannot go to Nigeria and expose his own Nigerian pastors, but he's here in South Africa exposing South African pastors. Think, does it make sense to you? Think. All we can state on record is that after that recording was leaked, yes, other girls approached the foundation with different case numbers that they have, that they laid from today, case numbers which they opened from 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, respectively. On record, we can state that we do not expose pastors, we protect our victims. On record, I can state that we have processes that we follow as Kwanele Foundation. We are not about cheap gossip. We are not about exposing pastors. Yes, the cases that these girls gave us, as much as any other person when they give us cases, we take the cases and we take them through the Equality Commission, which get verified. Meaning, I've always explained this process to you guys on the platform that when you give us a case number, it takes about 21 days, their turnaround time, to verify the case number. I just explained to the cop who just phoned me to say there are cases, the case numbers have been verified. The only thing that's missing now is for the official that has verified these case numbers to tell us what happened to the cases. Why did the cases not see the light of day? Because these girls feel justice has been denied for them. That's an answer that we still have not received as the foundation, and we are waiting for that answer, and we are yet to meet with that official who will completely disclose these things. And they do these things through our legal department in the foundation, because there are processes that follow. I've always maintained to you guys that as Kwanele Foundation, we respect the law, we respect the processes that go forth. That is why we will not disclose these case numbers to any person that phones me and says they got my number from Solomon. No, I will not do that. I will not be the one to fuel Solomon's journalism or to fuel whatever that is doing at the expense of Kwanele Foundation. Kwanele Foundation is not about exposing pastors. Kwanele Foundation is not about exposing pastors and vilifying pastors. No, I've explained from the beginning, we are about restoration and rehabilitation. If whoever she is, because I just learned her name now from the cop who just phoned me. If she opened the case and she leaked the video, and the way the whole of South Africa was vilifying her, calling her names, taking her through the mud, saying she's this, she's this, she's this, she's this, the other women that came out to us as the foundation begged us to say, please don't expose us, because we will not be able to stand the vilification that this girl went through. That is what is happening with these cases of these other girls that have come forward to us. It is not Sihle CBC that opened cases against Bishop Makamu. Please understand that. It is not Kwanele Foundation that opened cases against Bishop Makamu. These people who came to us, we verified their case numbers. Now we are at a level of waiting for a full report to find out why was justice denied. They must give us the report. Then, based on that report, these women or men, these men or women will decide if they want to proceed, reopen, or whatever that happened for them to get justice. Some of you might say, why did it take them so long to come and tell us about these cases that they opened? You are quick to speak like that because you've never experienced. Some people are good in your life for a certain season and a certain reason. He was there when I was being interviewed by Jay Israel, which most of you have seen the interview on YouTube. He was there. And the main person who invited me was Jay. He was there. He listens to the interview. When we did our march to Philip Banda's church, he was there. I will not discredit him of that. But I've got no business with him because clearly he has no more content. He's got nothing better to say anymore about Bishop Makamu, and he's hoping that we will give him information. Well, sorry for you. That's not how we roll. And the only reason why we brought that to light was because we were addressing the issue of Ama Bishop to say this is what happened, this is what happened. But we are not about that. We are not about City Press journalists who are saying they were sent by Solomon. They are the ones that work with Solomon. They are the ones that every time Solomon has a story, he phones them. I said, listen here, maybe Solomon didn't inform you properly. I have no business with him. Because me, I'm not friends with Solomon Izang on Facebook. I have blocked him. I am not friends with him, especially after he started writing fake news about me, writing nonsense and trumpeting gossip that I'm owing people money. There was a post he did, I think 5 months ago, after I appeared on my Bishop the first time, and he was trumpeting all over his social media page that I am owing people, backing up nonsense. So if that's his style of journalism, I only met Solomon through Jay the day I decided to speak my truth, my testimony publicly. That was it. Yes, when we did our first march, he was there. He marched with us to Philip Banda's church. That is true. Other than that, he wrote a book, which he named it Kwanele Mfundisi. He took my interview with Jay and he turned it into a book, and he wanted to make money out of it. I have a copy of that book. So that is why I blocked Solomon, because I saw that every person that Solomon interviews, he takes your interviews, he turns them into a book, he will sell it on the side and want to make money out of yourself. So he even wrote the book and he titled it Kwanele Mfundisi. And he even wrote according to CBC without any permission from me. I never gave that guy permission to write a story about my life. Never did I. But we did take him, we did call him to order. We did take him to task with our legal team, and he stopped. As a result, I disassociated myself from him, because this Wanele Foundation, we are not about cheap gossip. We are not about scoring points. So currently those people who came to us, they're undergoing psychological intervention through the foundation. So imagine, I've got cops, I've got journalists who phoned me, all of them saying Solomon Izang gave them my number. So imagine if this foundation was about cheap stunts, if this foundation was about exposing pastors, I would have long given them the case numbers. I would have long given them the girls' names so that Solomon can do a quick YouTube and say, this is the information I found, this is what's happening, this is what's happening, this is what's happened. Unesbindu Solomon, how dare he give people my numbers? How dare he think he can get information from the foundation when he himself tried to defraud me, when he himself wrote a book and titled it Kwanele Mfundisi according to CBC's narrative? How dare he, Solomon? Don't come here. How dare he, when I'm still receiving SMSs from an unknown number that will mention his name on that SMS saying Izang is helping us to locate you? How dare he? He thinks I'm friends with him. No. So I beg you in God's name, because ours is not to destroy. Ours is not to destroy churches and destroy men of God. Futsek Solomon, soon wako man Solomon.